Hello and welcome back to the Common Dictator channel, EGE interview series here in Cape Town. For this one, we're joined by none other than Darron, Reinhardt from Energy Esports. How are you doing today, my man?
Hi there, man.
Good. Alright, so you and your team, a little shaky performance against Pulse in the first game earlier today, but you guys pulled through and you guys in top 3 already.
I think every performance today and yesterday was really shaky. Okay, besides the games versus XD, no flame. Those just seem to work out for us, but I don't know what is happening. We're just taking every game to it might have just been Pulse's heroes, honestly. They're just playing Underlord, safe lane and stuff. So.
That Underlord safe lane, not the most conventional thing, and it's just it's hard to after you can never just take a fight because they just get out the whole time and it's pretty rough.
I think not a lot of teams know this, obviously. Well, maybe they do, but maybe they don't. Just our way of playing is pressure their safe lane, pressure their opponent's safe lane.
Right.
So I think when opponents have Razor, Underlord, stuff like that, where you can't really pressure it, it really screws up with our every game. And I think we just don't. We kind of lost.
Makes sense. Yeah. And we also prioritizes wrecking with the whole time 40 KC.
Yeah.
But that is it. You guys got the wins in the end, so it's all good. Now tomorrow you guys are playing against XTC in the last 2 big tournaments, Mega 8 and the last Masters Cup. They knocked you out for that final position. How are you guys feeling going into that game tomorrow?
I can't speak for my entire team. We haven't spoken to each other yet about it.
Okay.
But obviously, recent results, we've lost to them in the tournament. So you gotta be confident going in. But obviously, there's those losses in the back of our minds.
All right. But since then, you guys had a BB introduction into your team. Obviously Frank left for losing to Bravado, Flame in there. But how's it like playing with a BB again?
I never played with him.
Oh, you've never played with him?
Yeah, Wes played with him, yeah. No, he's cool. He plays pretty much similar to Mark, so it was a pretty easy transition. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Alright, so enough about Team Energy. Let's talk about Mr. Chelsea here, okay? So, obviously, you've been in the scene for quite a while.
Yeah.
And it feels like you've played on a lot of teams that have been on the cusp of being a top team. Now Energy is always third, back in Carbon days, also top 3 team the whole time.
So before Carbon, basically before Bravado Blue. Yeah, and we were first, second all the time because of not first, second. We were second all the time, but then that 1 year we came first, but only because there were two tournaments. They were split, Naglan and DGC. So it was basically Bravado Emotion and us, and then there was Energy, which is the RDK team.
Yes. But
we would always just beat them in tournaments. So I know. Then we were always coming second. Yeah.
So what do you think has been the block? Because now you said 3 teams in a row where you were second, third all the time. And what do you think is is it a personal thing? Is it just the fact that WRG and Bravado are so just better than the teams that you've been playing?
Oh no, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we were beating WRG all the time. Honestly, WRG they got so much better in the space of a year. It was, disgusting how much better they got in the space of a year. Just Castaway alone got so much better in the space of a year.
It's very true.
Yeah. In terms of that question, sure.
It's a bit of a rough question.
No, it's not. I don't play it now because I have a job, right?
Yeah.
Andrew he's the chartered accountant or whatever, so he honestly hardly has any time. He doesn't play any games by himself, just scrims. Only people who play a lot are Wes and Nanda. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I spoke to in Wesley, I spoke to him quite a bit, and he's you and Andrew, that's how it is in Energy. You working full time, and Andrew also.
And Nikki, that's right.
And Nikki as well. So it's hard for you to commit fully to Dota. Yeah. But so what do you do for your work? What job do you have?
I'm the web developer.
A web developer.
I create websites. It's really boring and horrible. And I'm my contract's actually up. I only took a 6-month contract because I thought to myself that I'm going to learn everything within 6 months. I'm going to get too bored, and honestly, that has happened. It's become monotonous.
All right.
I'm done. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Honestly, it's open.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just play poker.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. You got that poker face. You can do it.
Man. Nice. It's going to be online poker, but I won't need a poker face.
That's cool. Right now, they're on top of your personal life. You're a pretty good looking guy. You have a girlfriend or anything like that?
I do not have a girlfriend, no.
Oh.
No. But, hopefully.
Sometime soon, man. Yeah. Sometime soon. And alright. Now, we were at the Energy event the other day. I was with you, and I was watching you and Nicky play and Strike from his teammate play StarCraft 2. You guys were super legit at that game.
I played StarCraft before I played Dota, and it was, honestly, it's still my favorite game ever. It's still, I think it's the best esport. Unfortunately, it's just, no one likes to watch it because, you know how no one likes to watch Dota, and everyone likes to watch CS in South Africa because the learning curve, it's too much, and obviously anyone can watch CS. You can just people shooting each other. It's fun. I like watching CS.
Yeah.
StarCraft's even worse. Like if you don't know what's going on, you cannot watch the game.
Yeah.
It's impossible. But it is such a nice game when you know how to play it.
I mean, yeah, like it's sort of like a really hard game to play because like the micro and like I saw how fast you guys were making, but it was actually insane. When me and Rocky were just standing there like, what is going on?
No, it's really fun. Yeah.
Super good. What other games do you like in playing? Because I mean, you seem like a guy who's like really into gaming and stuff as a whole.
League. I like League.
You like League?
That was very fun. I like it probably more than Dota, just because of the hero mechanics. Everything's like skill shots. It's like how the game's set out. It's just the macro, like the large scale. Mid game, you all have to run around as 5 heroes, like 5 champions, because there's no TP scrolls. So in League.
I mean, I heard you actually talking about League at the last Masters tournament when you said how you like it and skill shot. And I feel like I've heard a lot of pro players like HY, he played in professional League and professional Dota, and he was speaking like how League is a lot more skill based.
Definitely, yeah.
And like Dota is much more strategy based.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100% agree.
So like I watched League a bit at Rush, right? I don't really understand what's going on. The game's super flashy and whatnot, but I don't know, it just looks like it's just like 5-man team fighting most of the time.
Oh yeah, because obviously there's a teleport, but it's on a 360-second cooldown or something.
Whoa.
And it's only your abilities. I'm not going to go into the mechanics of League, but you have to run around those 5 people from a point on like 15, 18 minutes in the game. Like you can't, because if someone gets caught out by themselves when they're 5-manning, you can't get to them. There's no like TP to towers and stuff like that. So that's where it becomes like less strategical and more people just fight each other for objectives all the time.
Alright, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's more like and the disables are all like a second long is your longest disable basically. So you have to do all your spells in one person, but no buybacks as well, obviously.
That is interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, I asked this one in most of my interviews. So like, outside of like, okay, so we're playing for Energy Esports now. You've been around the block. You're a great player. Do you have any like dreams and goals in Dota or esports in general, or are you just playing it?
No way. I'm 25. Okay. I really don't see myself playing Dota for very much longer. Not because like I'm getting too old, I can't play it. It's just even this year, because this is the first year I started working full time like properly, and it's just I can't do anything else. I work and come home, and I'm pressured to scrim with my team from 8 till 11. I don't see my family sometimes because obviously I live with myself or with my sister, but not the rest of my family. I can't socially. You just kind of you're alone. I mean that to be like depressing on it, but I can't see my friends as much, and stuff.
Yeah.
So when you have a full time, I don't know. It's when you don't have a full time job, you can go out during the day and you can do anything you want to do, and you come back and scrim with the team and stuff. That's fine. But as soon as you have a full time job, everything just changes.
I can imagine, because like if you're working and you said you don't even like your job, it's just like a monotonous 7-hour day, and you come home and like Dota's not like a relaxing thing playing Dota with your team anyway. It's like 4 committed hours or 5 committed hours.
It's practice. Yeah.
You just don't have much time to do anything else.
Yeah.
It is pretty rough. I've got to agree with you there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the next 2 to 3 months, I'm actually not going to have a full-time job. So I'm going to commit pretty heavily to Dota for Arena.
Oh, bootcamp for Arena. Oh man, now I'm excited.
I'll actually play ranked again, probably for the next 2 or 3 months.
You think you can grind 6K like Mr. Upjour and Wesley?
I could get 6K. I'm like almost positive I can get 6K.
Well, I think skill-wise, you definitely like a 6K caliber player.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I get 6K.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, what do you think about like that Arena getting announced? Like, because last year it was been around, but it was like this is a small thing, right? It's just like online tournament. Like this year they went fully 700K prize pool, like full online league. Apparently they're gonna show the matches on TV or something like that.
I'm so stoked. Yeah, Luca's such a great guy. I think that the whole thing's going to be run amazingly, and I'm very stoked for the tournament. I told me where the place is being set up, and stuff, and it's like in a cinema, I think.
Yeah. So how they're gonna have it? If I'm not mistaken, they have a studio and stuff there. Arena studio built at Emperor's Palace that they're building now.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna do the tournament inside. They have like a 500-seater cinema.
Yeah.
And that's where they're gonna do the thing. Yeah. That's gonna be pretty epic.
It's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
And things like a lot of teams are starting to like prioritize that. I'm happy to hear that you're going to be available and practicing for Arena.
Unfortunately, Andrew and Nick are still going to have jobs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it's like,
I mean, one extra player.
Well, that's how safe and mid players.
Yeah. You have to put a depressing tone to my
Sorry,
positivity.
sorry.
Weigh me down, dude. I'm just kidding, dude. I mean, after Mr. Odu and Shillings, we can't say anything worse than that, right?
Yeah.
Did you follow that drama?
No. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, the Clowny.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I can't see where they're coming from, but they definitely shouldn't have said it like that.
Like, I'm
also should learn from Donny. Like obviously it's gonna be background.
For sure. Like I was like I made a whole thing. I defended them and stuff like because I think they are just players and maybe people overreacted to what they said, but like it is a point where you have to like take that criticism and say, okay, maybe next time we should just think about what we say first.
I mean, I can't speak for Wesley, obviously, but think about like WRG. There is no one that's really contesting them right now. They can say whatever the hell they want. They could say SS Clowny. Who cares? Like no one's beating them. Like until they actually someone comes along and destroys them, then you can start blaming them. But
right. And I think that's like a big thing. Like when they said Clowny and stuff, a lot of people are taking it personally and got upset about it. But I was speaking like just to the immediate, like them and their teammates and their friends, and because like if you ask Odie, that's what he meant when he said that. Yeah. He's like, yeah, maybe the whole Dota scene wasn't like it's like yeah, it's just a bit rough. But WRG, even like Slinks was saying before that interview and after the interview, he's like he was saying like it's almost sad. Like he wants the team to like buck up and challenge them the way they did to WRG. I mean to BBD. Because it makes it a lot more exciting. Because like I remember that one LAN I was watching, like best of 5 grand finals, like 2 or 3 LANs in a row. It was just so epic, and I don't feel WRG has that at the moment.
No, they definitely don't. They're like ahead of everyone so far.
Yeah, and like talking about that issue, like I don't know if issue is the right word, but like how you guys are working and stuff. I don't think like there's a team like I know WRG they have a gaming house and they have most of them can dedicate themselves. But we don't really have teams that are fully dedicated to Dota.
I actually can't say shit. Well, I mean, you can just take this out because I actually don't think this is like.
Okay. It's fine, dude. Like Sinners the 5 as well, they're a team that, like, yeah, they're not the greatest team and not maybe the most skilled players ever, but the work ethic they're putting into Dota right now is
like
very impressive.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe put a shift in like the mindset. Like when they came out and started doing the coach thing, it's like never been done in SA Dota before, and like it was like 4 average or 5 average players. Like to beat BBD.
Yeah.
It was like pretty impressive.
For sure.
Maybe teams like Goliath Gaming also announced their salaries and stuff. So maybe in the near future that we could have actually teams other than WRG fully committing to Dota.
Yeah, well hopefully new players come in like 17, 18-year-olds and stuff like that come in and they can go straight out of school into just Dota houses.
Into just Dota.
Yeah, play Dota and actually make a name for South Africa, not just in the battles in South Africa.
That's true. I mean, I've done overseas representation.
Yeah, but it's not like he's just joining an EU team. I mean, sure, it'll be an SA flag next to his name, but how about like, how cool would it be if it was an SA team that went to an EU tournament and won that? That would be amazing.
That would be. That's a dream. I think maybe, like, I'm speaking to WRG's people as well. I'd like to do an interview with them if I can get their time. And that's like, when we speak to Owen, their manager or whatever, he's like his dream is to have his team playing there.
Seems like a sick
time.
Like
he's such a cool
really
guy.
Good at what he does, I think. With the whole competitions and the social media and stuff like that. He organizes a team house and stuff.
And he's just a really nice guy. Like he speaks to him, he's always chilled out, always has time, comes to say hello. Nice to see people like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I was gonna say something not as well. I just forgot. I just forgot. I don't know what it was. Something to do with SA Dota. I don't know, maybe I'll remember.
Was it the coaches?
Oh yeah, it was the coaches. Yeah. After this tournament, I want to do coaching for free. I don't want to get paid for it. I just got free time. And I want to do, but I don't want to do masters teams. I don't really want to. I just feel like you coach a masters team and be like, I don't really agree with you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to coach like Prem and first up teams.
Alright,
masters.
Now that we're on that topic, right, I have an idea for a YouTube series. I was supposed to speak to players this weekend, but I kind of slipped my mind, but now I'm going to talk about it. I want to do a YouTube video series of like me playing a game and then having like, let's say Adestam coaching me for carry.
That'd be sick.
Like Travis for
mid.
Now we have our candidate for off-lane. What's the Chelsea?
Alright, I'll do that.
That's sick. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to make social media posts and stuff when you announce it, because that'll be sick. And I think it like really helps, right? Because I mean, I don't know all that much about Dota or whatever, but like when I cast, I like to cast the Prem whenever the guys ask me and stuff. I usually cast it. Then I bring Rock Lee as my co-caster from XD, and like after the games, people usually message us and like, you know, this is what you said really helps, and it made me think about this differently. And I feel like we have a Prem team that's completely not casted. So when we do that, I feel like, and you have those kind of people giving different views, and like high-level people doing that, that's how you improve the scene.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm psyched now. That's a positive note, dude.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it though. Like, I think I'd be a pretty good coach as well. You can objectively look at the game instead of, because I mean, obviously when you play in a role, you kind of want. I mean, you don't want the game to revolve around you, but you want yourself to do well. But as a coach, you're like, you know exactly like who should be sacrificial in some games, because some people have to be sacrificed in some games.
For sure, you can't have everybody. I mean,
it's how it works in strategy games, or in strategy in general. Yeah.
I think Team Secret is the worst case of that. Like MP on carry, like they give him Spectre and stuff, they make him solo lanes against like dual lane off lanes.
Do you think like not Secrets, he's Liquid with Timberman?
Yeah.
All he ever plays is Viper Venom, and then like Miracle gets to play the flashiest heroes in the world. And then Timberman is supposed to suck it up at everything.
Well, they went to that stage where they tried like that RTC Sumail like back in the day where they're both playing like these flashy big cores. Just doesn't work. They failed. Like I mean, two of the best carry players in the world, the carry/mid players in the world, just didn't work. Even RTZ now, he's not a flashy player anymore. He's just like second fiddle to Sumail.
It's true, right? Yeah, TZ's grown up, I think, and like progressed. Yeah. And he does what to win now. To win.
I mean, he's still a top level player, but
no, for sure, he's still super.
I think in my opinion, I think like Fear paved the way for that like mature player to just like you can use the star now.
It could be just that all the Dota players are growing up.
It is true. It is true. Now, I was a big Fear fan. I think like even though he played that like low key role in the team, I think as an actual player he was insanely skilled.
Sure, I mean they all respect him as well as a coach, so he must be amazing. If you have RTZ and Sumail respecting him as a coach, even as a player, he must be.
That is true.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Cody.
Go
for it. Who do you think's going to win TI?
Oh, I was going to ask you the same question.
Got you.
Alright, so TI predictions, or winning TI, I think is the most impossible thing to predict. But like, if I was another team playing in TI, the team I'd fear most is those angry Russians, man.
VP, yeah. Well, they haven't been doing very well.
Like, I don't know, like, I wasn't convinced like that they're gonna do well at TI because like straight after the Kiev major, they would look back on tilt, right? But then at the summit, what happened there was like insane. You saw.
Yeah, they picked like 50 something heroes or something.
I mean, like 11 games in a row, they picked 5 new heroes. Like, you know how it started? A Russian like esports news site made a joke about that they can only play like thundering that they play the same heroes, and then solo was just like random button every game. But I think it was a good thing for Dota as well because they picked like a lot of those old school combos, you know, like Shadow Demon, Mirana, and something like, oh yeah, it's so lost for 3 patches ago, but it still works.
Yeah, I mean, they're also skilled.
They are so skilled. So I mean, for VP, it's a bit skewed. But yeah, I think Virtus Pro is the team to watch for. What do you think about?
I don't know. I think like obviously Liquid are coming into it pretty strong.
I mean, they have been impressive,
but they did almost just lose to Canada, which they didn't qualify.
No, but I don't. You see, a lot of people talk about Dream League because it's like the most recent tournament that happened. But I feel like, especially a team like Liquid, is not gonna go all out there. They're gonna be saving strats for TI. It's so close. Okay. It's a tournament that doesn't really matter.
Do you think they started pulling out their TI strats when they went 2-0 down?
That's a good question.
Probably, right?
I don't know. Or would you though? Because
I think so. I think you don't want to lose it. Dream League's still a lot of money. Although TI is a lot of money, but
I mean, relative to TI, it's zero money.
That's true.
And I mean, I think maybe pride could play into a fact that like you don't want to lose a final.
You don't want to go into it. People like don't respect you. You want people to fear you. I think the Lycan and stuff is what they would play at TI. And the Huskars and stuff like that.
That is true.
Plus, in TI, you have to go through all those group stages. There's no way you're hiding strats in those group stages, right? It's like those are all like the best teams in the world. You have to play this.
100%.
Do you think it's going to be another what's it? Black Horse? Is that how you said it?
It's Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. Yeah. Is that another Dark Horse team like what's aggressive in them?
Yeah.
I think there was 2 TIs.
CDA.
CDA. Do you think it's another one of those that becomes TI?
I actually have a pick for my Dark Horse. I think Team TNC is like.
Sure.
I think they can
pull off. It's not down anymore.
Yeah, Demon's gone to DC and TNC. No, he's still there. He's still at DC.
No, he's not. Oh, he's in DC.
Yeah, DC with Abed and Mason and them.
Okay. Who did he get kicked out of? He got kicked out of a team.
I think it was in TNC last year when they.
No, he got kicked out of this team. He got kicked out by Boulder. And that's DC, right?
Yeah, he's still in DC.
No, he's not.
Did he get kicked?
I'm sure he got kicked by.
So who did they replace him with?
I don't know, but I just remember him talking about getting kicked by Boulder. So, and it was recent.
I mean, he's been kicked like 30 times in his career, and Boulder's been around for long, so I don't know. We'll have to research this after this video. But yeah, TNC is now, they got 1437 in their team, still Raven. What is the other guy's name? Sam H. The last player, I'm trying to remember his name. But like, I think Raven is a phenomenal core player. 1437 is there as a captain now. I like that guy a lot.
It reminds me so much of those that true sites. When they went up to there, but like Raven never spoke, and it was just Mushi just like crying, or
Yes.
just like shouting.
I really hated like. You see, what the problem with True Sight was for me, right? I watched that OG VP thing. That was the first True Sight I ever watched, and that was like so epic and so fun.
Yeah.
And then after that, me and my brother like, okay, let's watch another one. Then we watched this thing, and it was like so boring and like
the same answer.
And I was like, nah. Only when they do a VP one, we can.
The last Masters, my team and I watched that OG VP one like 4 times. Yeah, we just kept watching it. We watched it over and over. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Anton had the same idea. He was like, yeah, I want to do that. It's, come on, guys, it's team building, and Damien is like, shut up.
It was really cool.
But TNT is interesting, right? They have a coach, an analyst rather, a 2.7k MMR goal as the analyst.
No.
And like seriously.
Seriously, no. That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know, like that, like, because I'm of the opinion, right? If you're not an actual player, like MMR doesn't really matter, because to study Dota, you don't need to be mechanically good at Dota.
Yeah, but there's some things you only understand when you play it.
That is true.
There's just some things you never will know, like how Timbersaw is good at good versus Viper mid lane. Who would have thought that Viper cannot do anything versus Timbersaw?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just loses. Well, it doesn't lose, but it can't even. You just stand there. And he doesn't even do damage to you after a while. Like level 5 onwards.
It's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah, and you just have stacks on, and you just get region. Come then. Yeah.
You must tell that to TKC, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was so blown away when I heard that. And she's not just like a random coach now. She's been, analyst. She's been for like a lot of teams, and TNT have been playing really well now. So I was like, all right.
Apparently, Scanter's also coaching Mineski. Something like that. I don't know. He's coaching something.
He was coaching Mineski, but I think he's coaching a team. He's standing in for a team for TI now. It was one of the lower teams.
But they're not paying for his. They're not paying for his.
I saw that scandal on Twitter. What is in Knoxville? Just like, did you see the tweet? It was like.
I didn't know it was about Scanter, and then someone told me it was Scanter. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know, but I just assumed like because
they're close.
Yeah, because he said that, and then Scan made like a very passive aggressive style tweet, and I'm like,
that makes sense. That one. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think when it comes to money, like everybody's so shady. Like the whole team secret fiasco that went on.
Yeah, sure. It's just weird though, because it feels like you want the best chance to do well at TI, right? And the TI money is insane, even for lower down teams. Right. It feels like you would pay for the accommodation for the guy that's helping you win. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. It just feels like there's like a not money laundering. What's the word for it? We just like people are just like skimming off the top of their budgets the whole time.
What is that word?
I don't know. Whatever. They're skimming off the top. Let's go with that.
Dude, that's on my head, dude.
I mean, it's corruption, but there's something else for it. It's like, I just can't remember.
Tax evasion? Or
tax evasion?
Well, people do that to dodge tax, dude. They're like, we spent $7,000 for a meal, and they're just keeping that money.
Fair enough.
So it is part of that.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, I've been spending the whole week on that, so I'm just very argumentative now.
That's true. I mean, that's fine. I'm like,
yeah, it's all good. What are we talking about?
I don't know, let's talk about XD.
Oh man. Anton, you've been in all the interviews so far, dude. Join in.
XD Dota, dude.
I love how you just walked on.
So you know what happened, okay? I'm gonna now that we're talking about this, I'm gonna release it in order. We're gonna do the fish one.
You check the frame first, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, we don't want the same thing to happen.
Get my walk in, yeah, but like.
Okay, dude, we're all fine in here.
That's good, dude. XD.
Alright, so we're doing an interview now with Fish, okay?
Yeah.
So, like 2 minutes into this interview, she's like, you come here, and then he comes and he sits next to us. Then this guy's sitting here. Am I not embarrass you again, dude? No, not that video, I'm not
going for it, dude.
But yeah, he's out of the frame, so it's like, Anthony's like my partner, now you're my co-host.
Yeah, dude, why not, dude? I think we do it, dude.
Okay, so he asked you about XD. Hear off the question.
What about XD, dude?
Oh yeah, I'm asking questions.
Yeah,
you asked him.
I'm gonna ask now. Alright, dude. Why do you guys think you keep this?
What?
Why do you guys think that you keep placing low in tournaments and not beating the teams, and when you always think that you will, break through that ceiling?
I mean, if you look at it, right? So Hans and myself were in constant last year. We got last place DBC.
Sure.
Like last place DBC.
Okay.
I was 4K trash at the start of December, and like in 15 days I was only 5K on these.
Nice.
Why? Because it's focus, it's drive. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like since the last Masters event, we didn't progress that much compared to the other teams. So even though Mega 8, partly because the BB was subbing for us and APG got knocked down, it was kind of an easy route.
You do owe them.
Yeah, you two had us.
You do owe them.
Yeah, we 2-0 Ian, but Ian didn't have a BB at that time. We had a BB, so like.
Really? Wow.
Dumb. Yeah, still sorry, dude. I'm sorry. In my opinion, a BB over Mark. That's my opinion. Okay, sorry, Mark, you're a good player and stuff, but a BB is.
Get wrecked, Frank.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, but like, yeah, so like, I don't know, like, everyone just progressed a bit faster than us for this event, so we kind of fell behind. And we're usually the type of players that progress faster. Like Tamir progressed like crazy. He jumped to like 5.5 to 5 from 5K in like 2 weeks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think TKC sort of plateaued a bit in the last few months? Because it feels like the last Masters event, he showed us like how good he really was. Like it was insane how good he was. I mean, he was like relatively unknown. And he came out and just like, you know, going up against everyone sort of mid. And then for a while afterwards, he was killing Andrew like solo mid all the time. Just recently, like, I mean, Andrew doesn't play at all. And recently it feels like Andrew's just had like the upper hand against TKC, which is weird for me because...
I mean, I would give that a mix, right? Because when your second pick, you got last pick mid. And before TKC wasn't respected, like, now every single game TKC has Puck and banned against it.
Yeah.
Almost every single game.
No, I get you.
Yeah, okay.
And
then
sure.
we were also assholes and we picked them like Viper and Razor every game.
Yeah.
Like, so there's nothing, he couldn't flash this tournament, but I don't know, like, he did go from 5.5 to like 5.1. He did drop.
MMR fluctuation.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, it does show you, like, that a player...
Dude,
like,
that shit doesn't matter.
It matters, dude. I dropped from 5.2 to 4.7, and
then you just became bad.
I'm telling you, I'm bad. I'm bad because the number tells me I'm bad. Like, MMR isn't everything, but it does. It is an indicator. If you're dropping MMR, it's showing you that something's happening.
Alright. Okay. Well, I mean, you didn't really answer my question.
Yeah, like...
That's fine, man.
I
You
don't
did,
know.
you said you did feel like you progressed from the last month to this month.
Not to the same extent as the other teams.
No, I get you.
Over the last 2 days, we progressed. But like, I mean, there's like 2 months where barely anything happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always keep for some flame for Team X, my boys here in Team XC, but credit to these guys, like, they came from literally nothing last year.
Sure.
Like, second, they're dogs, and they just like, they're like, I think XCs are it's commonly accepted, they're like a top 6 team in SA for sure.
No, definitely, yeah.
And like, but they are going to rough.
Wait, I got another question.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hunter for a
Hunter,
second.
yeah.
Okay.
Go for it, dude.
This is my opinion, alright?
Okay,
Because
go
I
for
play
it.
offlane. Because I
Okay,
play
dude.
offlane against him. He is probably the easiest person to play offlane against.
Yep.